Hello friends, my name is Artem Lyskov. I am an actor, director, acting coach and casting director in the USA. What am I doing here? I'm watching your self-tests that accidentally ended up in the public domain. Ha 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 ha. You know, right, that usually self-tests shouldn't be posted publicly. Well, since you did this, you are surely the owners of this text and the authors of the series in which you auditioned. I believe you. So, what do we do on this channel? First of all, we make mistakes. Fun, and joyful. Here, we are not cutting anything. As you already understand, I am watching your self-tests here and now, in real time, live, and you can see directly how I watch, how I analyze, and you immediately see all my thoughts, reactions, and so on and so forth. I will hide nothing from you. There is no goal here to mock, laugh, or humiliate anyone. No, there is a purpose to learning here. There is a goal to be able to learn from observing others' mistakes and victories. Unfortunately, there are always more mistakes than victories, which is why the videos of such analyses tend to have more errors. But there are videos that I like everything about, and I happily highlight the cool moments. In general, learning critical thinking is very important. Being able to see the nuances in others' acting performances that can be corrected in your own is crucial. I urge you to do this. Well, as per tradition, let's jump into YouTube search. I type self-tests at the top. Nothing changes. So let's take a look. I want to mix in some male self-tests. By the way, I already like this actor, Mikhail. We saw him in some episode and I really like him. He does a great job. And notice that he is different everywhere, meaning he comes up with something new. Good job. I think he's a cool guy. Let's watch the self-test for the role of Plato. Just like that. Kolya Platonov. This is what I played in Rote for 2.5 years. Every day. So Plato is already something familiar to me. That's it. Well, let's see what Alexi Kirichenko has to offer for the role of Plato. Let's take a look.
The sole of the shoe is covered with a fine pattern. There is no heel. This means Mr. X was wearing sneakers or canvas shoes. The length of the trace is 26 centimeters, which allows for determining its height. 165 centimeters. The impression of the right foot is more pronounced than that of the left. So in his right hand he was carrying some kind of load, perhaps a backpack. By the ratio of step length to foot length, we can determine the gender and age of our dark horse, adolescent. From 9 to 14 years old. And he didn't go. He was upset with all his legs. From the crime scene. Well, or to buy a bun.
This was the consultant of the investigative committee, Plato Troitsky. Mega exclusive for our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.
Wow, what a type of entertainment indeed. So, Plato Troitsky. Let's start with exactly what I like indeed, as you know. I like that they put in the effort. And the fact that they filmed these self-tests, really dressing up, thinking about how the investigative committee might dress, like they could be in something light, that they are in the forest, that they are at the scene of this criminal act. I really like that they went to the trouble of doing all this. I really like that they filmed it with a good camera, you know, like a cinematic one. By the way, I'll mention that this isn't a mandatory thing, but it's also pretty cool. Listen, it's always obvious. You know, in America there's a word effort, right? That is your involvement in, you can just like put in a little effort or you can really work hard. Again, maintain balance, you know, there's no need to shoot a film, no need to get into color grading, ordering, editing, or laying down music. This is not really your story if I am addressing the actors now, of course. But the fact that you went out and didn't film this against the backdrop of your kitchen, but instead went down to the nearest forest by your house is really cool. It's nice that you put in the effort. This means that it's important to you. And if something is important to an artist, it means they will bring something into it. It's a great topic. Here, I like that the sound is very good. I mean, you can see that he has a little microphone hanging here. Here it is. Right. The little microphone is hanging. So, good sound, that's cool. The sound of your videos is probably one of the most important aspects, especially in acting work, because the actor's voice is one of the strongest means of expression for an actor, because, well, how else will you captivate your audience? A joke. You will captivate with your charisma, you will captivate with your charm, your temperament, your infectiousness, and of course, your voice. That's why we want to hear you. Here, in this case, Alexi is very well heard. The heel is absent. So, Mr. X was wearing sneakers or canvas shoes. That's where the positives end. Now let's discuss the negatives. Oh. Alexi. The main problem I see is that he is, of course, thinking about the text. The text is not fully learned. In other words, he is not free in the text. In other words, the text is not internalized, so to speak. Maybe he has learned it, but it feels like he is not quite settled. He is constantly on some kind of crutches. I always have the feeling that he is sort of navigating with these little crutches, crutch by crutch, from one line to another. That is, from one place he has memorized to another. And there is something missing. And the most important thing is that he is not reflecting on this text at that moment. So he didn't see this. What is here with the trace? The heel is missing. That is, there is no reflection in the voice, no moment of contemplation. I hear the text. That is, he knows this text, and I can see that he is following the text. Here, the pause is good, not bad. The legacy is 26 centimeters. It allows us to determine his height. Well, when he thinks like that, he doesn't deceive me. I don't believe him. I just don't believe that thoughts come at this very second. 1.65 meters. We need to... This scene is not easy. Let's also note that the scene is complicated. It's not something that you can just take and play easily. It needed a bit of work. There's a little something missing here. The trace of the right foot is much more than the left. That is, he doesn't see it, he doesn't work. You know, when we usually work on something, we are focused. Our thinking is directed towards the object. We are considering. So, this is a moment that will definitely need to be worked on. And you see these holes? The scene becomes heterogeneous, meaning it doesn't flow. It gets stuck, and stuck, and stuck again. And this moment is also very, very important. The actor needs to understand this continuity. This movement, meaning the internal movement of the scene, is very important for the artist. Please do not forget about this. In general, all his mistakes are the same. This woman shouldn't have jumped in here. She ruined everything for him. So that's it. Guys, on this wonderful note, indeed, today's experience comes to an end. Also pay attention, subscribe to the channel, see how much we constantly watch videos together to look for mistakes. Mistakes that are noticed are already half-corrected mistakes. I congratulate you on learning an important skill today. Welcome to ESL, welcome to yourself, as we say in our studio in New York. If you are in the USA, come to participate. If you are somewhere online, join us online. And see you soon. Bye-bye. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and give a thumbs up. Bye-bye, guys. Wow, I didn't know you could do that too. Bye. See you soon.